Hi, good morning. In today's section, I'm going to show you how to do these three things. Number one, Microsoft database installation and setup. Number two, Python installation and setup. And number three, how to set up your Django project and connect the project with Microsoft database. Don't go anywhere, stay tuned. If you have the database application in your system, fine and good. But if you don't, go to Microsoft official website to download it. I will put the link in this video description. Now, let's go to Microsoft official website. Okay. Then I will paste the link here and click enter. Then I will scroll down to developer section. I will now click on download now. It will open. Okay. I will now click on this to open icon. Yes. I will choose the basic. Click on accept and then select the location of where I want the file to be installed. Since I already have it on my system, I will click on close. But if you don't have it, make sure you click on install so that it will be installed on your local machine. Okay, so after installation, click on yes, then come to your search bar and type studio. You will see this app, then you open it. It will now open the Microsoft database for you. Okay, it's coming up. Okay. Okay. Make sure you always choose this particular one. Like it will contain the name of your system and the SQL Express. Yeah. And click connect. It will now open up. The next step is for Python installation and setup. If you are not sure whether you have Python already installed in your system, open command prompt, by typing cmd here, then type Python one space hyphen and capital V. If you have Python already installed in your system, it will display the version of the Python installed. But if you don't have it, it will now display Python is not recognized as an internal or external command or program or batch file. When it now displays this for you, kindly head over to the Python official website and download Python in your system. I will put the link in this video description. Okay. Since I'm using Windows, I will click on download Python. It will now start downloading for me, which is this. After it finished downloading on your system, then click on open for the app to be installed on your system. Since the Python app is already installed on my system, that is why we are seeing the upgrade now. If not, you will be seeing install now. Just follow the step and also add the path to your system variables. After then, you can now go to your command prompt again by typing cmd here again. You open it and check if it has been installed by typing Python here. hyphen and V, capital V. You will now see the version of the Python currently installed on your system. This is all for Python installation and setup. For this project, I will be using VS Code application for the coding. If you have it in your system, fine and good. If not, head over to this website, click on enter. I will also put the link in this video description. Scroll down and click on install. If you are using Windows, if you are using Ubuntu, if you are using any other OS or even Mac, and install it on your system. Having installed your VS Code application in your local machine, let's now head over to the Django project proper. At this point, you already have your VS Code installed, your Python installed, and your MS SQL database all installed in your local machine. It is highly recommended when working with Django to create a virtual environment. It helps to manage your dependencies for easier project setup, deployment, and version control. Let's start by creating a virtual environment. From here, I will open my command prompt by typing cmd in the search button. Then I will now open my command prompt. Now it's open now. I want to make sure that the project is inside the desktop folder. First of all, I will do cd change directory desktop. Sorry. I will do cd desktop. Press enter. I want the project to be in a folder. So I want to create a folder for the project. I will press make directory. So I want to name the folder Django-MS SQL tutorial. Let me go and check if this folder was created in the desktop folder. I will press Window E. Check my desktop. You see, the folder is all showing here. Okay, I will now go back to my command prompt. Then I have to change into this folder I just created. cd Django MSQL tutorial. Okay, now I'm now in this folder. Then first thing, number one, I have to install my Django. First of all, I have to install the virtual environment. How do I do it? I have to type Python then VNV. I have to give the virtual environment folder a name. So I will give it SQL virtual. Okay, press enter. Okay, let me go and check if actually this was created inside the desktop folder on my local system. I will press Window E again, open the desktop, open the Django folder. You see, the folder is there. Okay, after this now, I have to activate the virtual environment. Let me show you something before I do it. Desktop. So now, this is the folder, right? This is the virtual folder. If you open it, you will see scripts. Then you see activate. So I have to go into this file before it will activate. So I will come to my command prompt. I will type folder name first, SQL virtual, then script and the name is, then script is then activate, enter. Now the virtual environment is now activated. You can see it here. The next step is to install Django by doing pipe install Django, enter. Please ensure that the virtual environment is on while installing your Django and other dependencies. Is very important. Okay, the next step is to start our project by pressing Django admin start project and the project name, start project and the project name, which is connect Django for the project. Right now, if we go to that the same folder, we should see two folders. The virtual environment folder, let's check, and this, and the connect Django we just created. It should be two. Okay. So the next thing to do is to enter into the folder you just created, which is cd connect Django. Okay, as you can see here, I'm now inside the folder I just created. Then from here now, I will now start up the app I'm working on. So I will do by Python manage.py. Start up. I can give it any name. So I choose to name it Django MS SQL. Enter. The next step is to check if I did everything correctly, if the application is working perfectly the way it should be. So I will do it by running the application. I will type Python manage.py run server. I will check. If it opens, then you know that it's correct. If not, then there must be a mistake somewhere. So I press enter, copy the link, open and paste the link here. Everything is working perfectly, and I installed the program correctly. Okay, now the next step is to open the work in the VS Code. So I will come to here again. I should press Ctrl C, then type code dot. See, so it now opens in my VS Code. After it opened on my VS Code, I click on these three dots, click on terminal to open the terminal, new terminal. It will open. Seeing that the virtual environment is not on, I have to activate it again by simply going one step back in my folder. Then I will now type the virtual environment folder name, which is SQL visual / the folder / activate, enter. Then you see now the green right up here is now showing that it is on. So after this, I will now install the libraries that are responsible for connecting the Django to the database. The first one is pipe install Django MSQL backend. Enter. Then the next one is pipe install PyODBC. Is now installed in my virtual environment. By default configuration, Django has SQLite as default database. Before I continue, I want to go to my and create a database for this tutorial. So I will come here, enter studio, I will open the database application. So I will click on connect. Now it will open. I will first of all click on databases. Then I will right click. I will click on new database. I will give it, the name should be Django My SQL for this tutorial. I will click on OK. It's now being created for me. Then I will close the application again. So I will do cd connect Django. Okay, so I'm now inside my project folder, which is this folder we are seeing here. Like I said before, the default database used in Django is SQLite. So I have to change the configuration to MS SQL Database. So I will do it by going into the settings. Remember, the settings is inside the connect Django. Open it, open the settings. You see the database here. So which means I have to change both the engine and both the name and add some other variables that are needed for this project to connect to the MS SQL database. So I have to change the engine name to MS SQL, which is MS SQL. The name of the database is Django MSQL. Django MSSQL. Then user is empty for now. Password is empty for now. The host I will put localhost. The port, it can be empty, or you can put your port you are using for the project. Then options. Driver, ODBC driver 17 for SQL. So after configuring your database, the next step is to create your migration by typing python manage.py make migrations. Enter. Okay. You type again python manage.py migrate to migrate your file. So after making your migrations, you now create a super user by typing python manage.py create super user. Okay, enter. Username, it can be blank. I will just put admin. Email address, I put admin at admin.com. Password again, password again. Okay, they say password. Okay, I just place okay, they said password is too short. I will press okay, yes. After this, I will now start my server to see if it actually migrated successfully. Okay, I will do it by typing python manage.py run server. I will now press on Ctrl key and click on this link here. It will open on my Chrome browser. Open it, come here and type /admin and press enter. Okay, it will now ask for the username I inputted while creating the super admin. I will now type admin as the super name. It will now ask for my password. I will not enter the password I created then. This indicates that I was able to connect Django project with MS SQL database successfully. So if you follow the exact step I take in this video, you should be able to achieve the same results. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Okay, yeah, one more thing. Let's check if we can see the user we created in the database application. Let's check. So we can open the database application. You collapse the button, go to tables. All these tables you are seeing there, they are the default Django tables. So when we did migration, all of them now migrated to the database application. So let's create the user and see if you can find the super admin there. So we can do that by clicking on this new query and select all from auth user execute. You see, it's there, the admin is there, the email is there. Now this means that everything will work perfectly. So if you follow the same step I follow in this tutorial, you should be able to connect your Django project with your MS SQL database. Please watch out for my next tutorial. I will be handling the CRUD operations, the create, the read, which include the view all and view single, the update and delete.